India and China troops have begun to disengage at the line of actual control friction point in Ladakh. The disengagement at the Gogra-Hot Springs has come after 16 rounds of talks, but AIMIM chief Asaduddin Owaisi has slammed the centre yet again after this big breakthrough at the line of actual control. After a series of talks between Indian and Chinese troops, this resolution has been passed, and Owaisi has said that the disengagement was expected to happen last year. He even questioned the government about the Depsang and Demchok area. This comes after the Indian and Chinese troops began disengaging from the Gogra-Hot Springs border area in Ladakh after reaching a consensus in the 16th round of India-China Corps commander level meetings. According to a Defence Ministry statement, the disengagement was taking place in a coordinated and planned manner, and I quote, which is conducive to peace and tranquility in the border areas. Going across to my colleague Siddhant Mishra for more perspective on this. Very good morning to you, Siddhant. Now, the kind of militarization that the line of actual control has seen, will this disengagement also lead to further disengagement at other friction points along the line of actual control?
Well, look, there are a lot of aspects to this standoff which was going on and which is in fact going on in some sectors of Eastern Ladakh. Now, in a very positive development, a joint statement has come yesterday, and after the 16th level of Corps Commander meeting which took place in the month of July, both the armies have started withdrawing from patrolling point 15, and this is a very significant and positive development in Gogra-Hot Spring area. And in fact, the sources in government are telling us that the government is pushing and pressing for disengagement in Demchok and the other area of Eastern Ladakh. Now, this has come ahead of Shanghai Cooperation Organization in Uzbekistan, and in fact, there is a buzz that Prime Minister Modi and Xi Jinping can possibly meet on the sidelines of Shanghai Cooperation Organization. Also, if you remember, Mr. Jaishankar, External Affairs Minister, was in Bali, and on the sidelines of the conclave of G20 foreign ministers, he met his Chinese counterpart, and there also he raised this issue of standoff which is going on in Eastern Ladakh, and he also urged for early resolution of early solution to the standoff which is continuing. So after enough diplomatic and Corps commander level talks that have taken place between the two nations, this is a very significant and a positive development that was announced yesterday in a joint statement where both the forces are withdrawing from PP point, patrolling point 15. And if you remember, last year in the month of February, from the Pangong So area, the disengagement happened. Then late in August last year only, from PP point 17, disengagement happened in Gogra-Hot Spring area. So it's a very systematic and coordinated process which is going on, and time and again Indian government have been putting pressure on Chinese counterpart to have more military level talks and diplomatic talks to resolve this entire issue of standoff in the Eastern Ladakh area. And the latest disengagement is a result of such efforts that are being made by Government of India, and the dialogue that are taking place at a core commander level. Back to you.
Well, as you mentioned, there is going to be the SCO in Uzbekistan that's going to be held next week, where, of course, our Prime Minister, Narendra Modi, and President Xi Jinping are expected to attend. Neither side have confirmed if bilateral talks are going to be taking at the sidelines of that summit. But, Siddhant, this is a very significant disengagement. How possible is it that we can expect a level of demilitarization that would level what we saw in April 2020, after which we saw the conflict escalate to the point it is at right now?
Well, when you are dealing with China, there are a lot of issues, lot of aspects. It all started, as you rightly mentioned, in the year 2020. But one should give it to the efforts that have been made by the Indian government, and especially the core commander level talks that is going on, and the pressure that India has managed to build on a diplomatic level. You remember